morning, everybody. It's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, which is a suburb of Vancouver. So I am just going to wait until people start arriving. You may be watching me on this page, my Stamp Crazy with Allison Facebook business page, or you may be following me in my group called Border Buddy Hangout, or you may be watching me on YouTube. Good morning, Keisha. How are you doing today? We had a nice reprieve in our area of the world. It was supposed to rain yesterday, and it was sunshine and gorgeous all day, but it seems to be cloudy today. Oh well. It's been a very weird weather time. All right, just wait for people to come. Oh, that's nice. Family day. How lovely. Lovely, 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 Keisha. Okay. Well, we'll just wait. Hi, Cindy. How are you today? Just wait for a few more folks. I'm going to have my tea. Need my cuppa. Okay. So what's going on? Well, for those of you that don't know, hi, Valerie. Good morning. For those of you who don't know, I am having a BOGO event, and it's on a group, so you have to ask to join the Facebook group, but it's pretty easy. I'll post the link. And a BOGO's fun because BOGO means, in my mind, buy one, get one free. So when you go over to my sale, it's all retired product, and I've got, oh my gosh, I've got almost 200 items over there. Lots of retired stamp sets and bundles and punches and all sorts of things that you can get at a really good deal, because technically, not just technically, honestly, the retired items end up being free. They're just a gift. So if you go over there and you find a stamp set or a bundle that you like, and let's just say it's $20, you find a whole bunch of stuff, you add them all up, all you have to do is commit to paying the postage to have it mailed to you. And then go to my store and order equal value of new products. So you're getting double the value for your new product purchase. Hope that makes sense. Hi, Pat. Did you see that you won the creative share over on our Canada Ink subgroup today? Thank you for sharing your beautiful projects with us. Anyway, so that's happening. That's fun. And then what else? Oh, we've got our kits special from Stampin' Up! And that is the another BOGO, but they mean buy one, get one 50% off, which is great. The other night, Wednesday afternoon, I did a whole thing on kits, and we made the cards from, oh gosh, it's not Under the Weather, whatever the weather, something so cute with the rain boots. And I also show you that amazing new kit that I think is perfect for anyone, but particularly for younger kids and adolescents. It's a perfect little scrapbooking kit that they can record their summer memories, or if they go to camp or camping with their families or on a trip. So that's something to consider too. There's lots of kits available. There's a couple that are sold out, but there's the Christmas kits are available. The Sentimental Rose is available. That fabulous birthday cake kit with the candles, it's available. The robots for kids. So there's tons that are available. Okay, well, I think we can get started. I've given you all the updates on the BOGOs. Hi, Jan. Good morning. Let's head over. Can you guess what we're going to use today? Gee, it's right here. We're going to use He's All That. And I guess I got to make sure that I'm broadcasting, but you guys would have told me if you couldn't hear me. So I guess I am, right? You would have said, I cannot hear you, Allison. But you can, because clearly I've been talking for 5 minutes, so somebody will let me know. Okay, so we're going to use He's All That. So let's head over there and check it out. Okay. rolling over. You can probably hear me rolling over. All right. Go. Let's get ourselves together here.
Check it out.
Okay. Oh, thanks, Valerie. Yeah, I figured that somebody would tell me if they couldn't. Okay. So He's All That. He's All That is part of a suite of products. Let me just move this over from the annual catalog. Here it is. He's the man. Okay, so love the samples, which I'm going to actually, if we've got time, I'll make a card, or at least show you a card that I made just casing it. So we've got the stamp set, which I've already shown you. Here it is. And then we've got the matching dies. So I pulled some of them out because I'm going to be using them on our card today. So you get a die set that has 10 dies. So again, we've got ones that cut out the shapes. So this oval cuts that out. The scallop circles cuts these out. We've got this great square. I love that. To the man who does everything. That's really great. We've got the little flag banner that will cut this out. That's really great. This is a really interesting one. We're going to use that today. And I love this one. This one cuts out little banner flags. Show you how to use that. And then we've got this really pretty shaped label. So you can see here, that's nice too. Okay, so that's the stamps and the dies. And remember, when you order those together, you save 10%, right? Okay, I always find masculine cards a bit more challenging, but this set makes it really easy. So let me show you the DSP. Here we go. So I have cut, this comes 12 by 12. I have cut it down to, oh, I've got 2 of those in there. I've cut it down to 6 by, oh, I'm missing one because I've cut that one twice. Well, that's not going to work. Let's see which one I'm missing. Okay. Just talk amongst yourselves and we'll figure out what's going on here. I don't think I've used them all, so I don't think that's the problem. Oh, it might be this one here. Looks like it's this one. Okay, so here's the other one. So can you see those? So this one's cute. We've got the ties, mustache, some glasses. Really neat. We've got the cars. Got to have cars. This is a little, and we've got motorcycles. Oh, that'd be good for my son. We got sort of a vintage car, and it looks like a Mustang. Got the little Volkswagen Bug. That's the first car I ever learned how to drive. And this one here is for the barbecuer. Okay, and then this one's great for campers, men and women. Like men and women like to barbecue, and men and women like vintage cars. So we don't want to limit it. And then on the other side, we've got just kind of neutral designs. Okay. The other thing that comes, I want to show you, is 2 sheets. You get 2 sheets. I've divided them up. I've punched them out already. Let me show you. This is what they look like. You get this whole sheet of punchable dies. So just tons. I didn't count them. I should have, I guess. Someone will. Anyway, I love this because they're already pre-cut. These are great for little scrapbook pages or cards, right? We're going to use some for our cards today. But just go to show you don't need to stamp everything. So lots of labels and lots of themes. So again, barbecues or camping or, you know, raising a pint there. Okay. Love that. I love the paper too. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Sarah. Okay, so let's get started on a card. Oh, I should show you this. This is kind of cool. It also comes with some of these interesting elements. So this one, let me get this one because I used it on a card already. So you get 2 of each. So you get these kind of interesting elements. Really like that. Okay. And I have just separated them and put them in our little clear envelopes. Just find it easier.
And then I put all the little guys, because there's all these tiny pieces, like these little arrows and stars and whatnot. I put them actually along with these in one of our clear cases just to keep them organized. All right, let's get started. So today's card is starting with Sahara Sand Base. So I'm going to just give that a nice little crease, 8.5 by 5.5, and we've scored it at 4 1/4, just like we've always done. Then I've taken a piece of the designer series paper and I've actually cut it to the exact size of the front. So that is 5.5, by 4 1/4. Okay. And then I'm going to actually cut a shape out of it. I'm going to use these brand new dies called split card texture dies. I love these. I'm going to use this one here. I think it looks quite rugged, you know, so it'd be good for, almost looks like a barbecue grate, doesn't it? Or something that you would use on a car, you know, mechanics for a car. And I'm going to run that through. Now, I can't run this through on my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Hi, Mo. Because it's too wide. So I'm going to take it over to my big guy, my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and I'll be right back. You might even be able to hear me running it through. Okay. Probably hear me. Plunk. Okay. All right, so let's bring it back. Let's see what we've got. So here we go. Got all these little bits, which is just kind of go like this, and they all pop out. I know, Cindy. Cindy says, okay, how did I not see those dies? Well, it's because there's so many fantastic products. And I missed them the first go round too. This was my second order. Completely missed them in the first order. But I really like them because they've got this one that looks like the, you know, kind of a ruggedy look. But then they've got this pretty one here that looks sort of like flowers or geometric stuff. Let me just grab my... Oh, you're not late, Mo. You're good. My poor sister Mo has joined us. She broke her tibia. And it's been hard because she lives in a townhouse. Sort of like my house. My house is small, but it's on 3 levels. And so, you know, you don't have everything on one level that you need. You don't have a kitchen with a bedroom or a bathroom with a, you know, living room. So the poor thing has had to stay with my other sister, who has been amazing at playing nurse. But she's home. She's home and she's doing better. Not cured, that's for sure. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to turn my card. We don't usually make cards in the landscape view, but we're going to today. And we're just going to glue that right on the top. So I find, okay, oops. There we go. I find my white glue, of course, is my best friend when it comes to stuff like this. So you can see I'm just kind of squirting it all over here. Don't go too close to the edge because you don't want it squirting out the sides. If it happens to squirt out the sides, it's okay. It does dry clear. Okay, that looks good. Oh, I got an itchy nose. Okay, whoop. Also got a piece that I don't want there. Whoop. There we go. All right, so we're going to just glue that down like so. There we go. So isn't that great how you can see through? Now, if you really wanted to, you could actually, I was just thinking, you could actually take a dauber or our blending brush, and I could have added some color underneath there or even on top, just to give it some more, you know, kind of dimension and sort of interest, and maybe rough it up a bit. Maybe I'll do that. Shall we do that? Let's get that. I didn't do it on my original, but now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, let's try it. Let's grab a Sahara sand, and then I need
Some of my blending brushes. Oh, here's one in gray. Okay.
Who doesn't love our blending brushes? They're fantastic. So let me grab a scrap piece. Oh, Cindy, I'm sorry. Oh, and your wrist. Yeah, my poor sister. What makes it worse is she twisted her ankle and fell. So the ankle is on one side. So it was swollen and she couldn't walk on it, wasn't allowed to walk on it. And then her broken tibia is on the other leg. So she was really confined to a wheelchair for the first month. She's home with a walker, but oh, poor thing. It's just goes to show we really do, what's the word? We don't take our health for granted. That's not the right word, because I know we don't. But when something happens, you really realize how vulnerable we are, right? Especially when we live alone and have to depend on others perhaps. So you see I'm rubbing off here. And like I said, my other sister, Ellie, was like Florence Nightingale, helping her. And my brother-in-law was also really great, helping getting some supplies in for Mo so she could make her own meals and things. So family, thank goodness for families, right? So I don't want to put too much on, but I wanted to just show you how you can, I don't know if we can see that. Can you see that? That a bit. I think I'm going to have to go darker. I think it's just not dark enough. Just a sec here. This is a very kind of subtle color. And I could have used maybe smoky slate maybe, but I want to keep it in the color. So I'm just there. Just added a little bit more depth behind there and on top. Okay, so that's a choice. I'll show you the clean one. Clean one meaning the one that I haven't added the color to. I'll show you that later. So you can compare and you can say which one you like better. Okay, let's set that aside. It's always good when you're stamping to add things. Like I make a card and then when I make it with you guys, I think, oh, could have added that. Let's use some fabulous ribbon. This is new. This is, let's see here, natural finish ribbon. It's 7/8 of an inch thick. It's really quite thick. And it's a linen. It's a linen, isn't it? I think it's linen. Natural finish. Well, it feels like linen to me. It looks like linen. So I'm going to lay that down, grab my scissors, and let's trim that off. And then I'm going to purposely fray the ends. So I've got that bit, and then I've got this bit. What I like about it is it does tend to stop when you stop. So kind of like that. Trim those little hairs off the end. There we go. Okay, so I just want to lay that down. I found the easiest thing to use for this, you can use the white glue, that will work. You can use the Stamp and Seal. I'm going to actually grab our tear and tape, and I'm just going to put that on the back. And then you just have to kind of be patient with this, because what I tend to do is just burnish this on. So my glue is on there. And then I'm going to pull, I'm going to sort of poke this and try and get this backing off. Because now, of course, I've stuck it down really hard, which is what I wanted to do, right? I want to make sure it sticks. But it does take a little bit to just, there we go. And of course, when you're on camera, it takes even longer. That's just Murphy's Law. All right, so let's lay that down. So we've got lots of textures going on here, right? We've got the ribbon, which adds texture. We've got this great dye, and now we've also added the color just to give it some dimension. Okay, next up, got some scraps here. Got just basic black. Crushed curry, Cajun craze, which is not a color that I use very often. How about you guys? Do you use Cajun craze a lot? But it is a great color, and it works beautifully with the designer series paper in this particular suite. And then I've got another little piece of the we want to say the colors are so close together. Sahara sand, Sahara sand. Okay, so those are the colors that we're going to use, and I'm going to cut out some shapes. So let's grab my dies that I've already pulled. We talked about them earlier. So I'm going to cut that one there. I'm going to cut one of these out of there. Actually, I'm going to cut two. I'm not sure if I'm going to use one or two. I only used one on the original card, but I'm just going to see. And I also want some of these tails, I call them. Okay. This piece here, I'm going to actually stamp and then cut out. So let's do that. Get our embossing buddy. You hear the good news? They're coming back in the mini catalog. So the mini catalog that's being launched July 1st has a fantastic little kit, an embossing kit, and it's got a tray, like a powder tray where you can dump all this in. You don't need the paper, all this stuff all over your table. It's got a brush so that if you get anything where you don't want, you can flick it off. It's got tweezers that you can hold so you don't burn your fingers. And of course, it's got an embossing buddy. So pretty excited for that coming back. If you don't have an embossing buddy and you don't have the other tools, you have to get it as soon as it comes out. Wouldn't be surprised if it sells out fast. It is a great color, Cindy, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. Okay. So let's heat that up. I've added black embossing powder. And I love when you emboss how it just comes out this shiny, hold it up a little bit, maybe you can see it. Shiny black. Oh, it just pops. It's fantastic. There we go. And what do we always say when we do embossing? It's an old technique, but we all love it so much, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut that out with that. Now, my paper, when you heat emboss, tends to kind of curl your paper. So on this one, I am going to just anchor that down with my tape. Here we go. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Let's bring in our baby boss, our favorite little baby. Oh, look, I'm on screen. What do you know? Gosh, it'll be a good day. Okay, then I've got my gray plate, which is number 3. And then my clear plate, number 2. And then I can cut some of these at the same time. I can cut that one at the same time. And I'm going to just trim this off so we can cut more. Don't need all this excess paper. So we've got that guy can go through. She can go through. And actually, I think this one can go through. Let me just trim off the edges. Since I have to do another one anyway, let's just do these two. That's okay. 2 at a time. That's good. Okay. Good morning, Carol. How are you today? Oh. It's probably still sunny in Osoyoos. It's always sunny in Osoyoos. It's probably sunny in Saskatoon too, Sarah. May even be sunny in Toronto. We wouldn't know. We haven't seen we see the sun sporadically here, and then we're all excited. What is that giant yellow orb in the sky? Okay, I'm going to not complain. Here's why I'm not going to complain. Because last year we had the heat dome. And I don't remember how many people lost their lives just from the heat and in their apartments or their homes, but it was a lot. And then a whole town went up in flames. So I can handle clouds. That's fine. Clouds are good. As long as it doesn't rain and flood people out, I guess, right? Hi, Ellie. I was just calling you Florence Nightingale because of your nursing duties. I'm excited. I got to tell you something, you guys. I'm really excited about something. I have been a demonstrator for 20 years. plus, 20 plus. And yesterday I reached a career milestone. So Stampin' Up! Celebrates a lot of things. Some people, you know, are #1 in Canada and all those kinds of things, which are very exciting. But I like that they also honor career sales. So sales that people have made over the years, right? So everybody can participate in that reward. Really like that. So it's for every 100,000 that you sell. And when I say 100,000, I mean 100,000 US. Okay. So, because they convert everything to US. So yesterday I was really excited because I reached a milestone of 800,000 CSV, they call it, so US. So that's like over $1 million in Canadian money. So I was really excited. It's a big deal for me. Took me 20 years, but I did it. So thought I'd share that. It was fun, and I get a little bonus with that. So that's also fun. I'm just poking these out, as you can see, you guys, while I talk. Look at this. I'm multitasking. I'm punching, popping, and there we go. Okay. Oop. Started the year thinking, gosh, I'm only, you know, like 30,000 away, and I made it, so I'm really happy. Oop. Why is that stuck there like that? Okay, so I'm not even sure I'm going to use both of these, but let's grab these. Now remember, pick up your dies or you'll be crying later. That's me how I know. Does anybody else, we were talking about this the other day, my friend Ange and I, does anybody else take a piece of cardstock and use their, you know, just scoop up their stuff? I actually have a fantastic little vacuum, but I cleaned up my desk and I've put it somewhere safe because I was cleaning everything up, like washing it down. And now I have to go look for it. Oh, thanks, Dan. Thanks, Cindy. Sunny with cloudy periods, possible rain. You sound like a weatherman, Sarah. Weather person. No wind. Yeah, you guys have all that wind, don't you? Yeah, I forgot about that. You guys are either snowing, winding, or yeah, I forgot. Colleen always tells me about the wind. All right, so what have we got? We've got all these little bits, right? And we're going to use a couple of pieces from those punch outs that I showed you. So we've got our barbecue, and we've got this really cool arrow like that, like a retro arrow. So let's start. I'm going to take my black piece, and on my original, I put one of these on. And I just did this, you guys, by laying things out. I'm not sure I want more than one. You guys can vote. There's 2 of them, but I think it kind of hides the purpose unless I put it behind. No, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. So now I've got an extra one for another project. And I just added glue to these big squares. Okay. And we'll just pop that on like so. And then I want to add these flags. I love these. These are already done for you, these little flags. So I want to kind of do that. And then I want to glue them to the back of here. So let me just see how I want these. Kind of think, yeah, I want them like that. And where is my tear and tape that I just had? Here it is. So you can use Scotch tape, or you can use tear and tape. Tear and tape? Is that what it's called? Tear and tape. Because you tear and tape? Oh, I got it. I just got it after 15 years. Okay. So you tear it off the roll and you tape it. Okay. So I don't want them too wonky. I think that's good. There. I'm just going to lay that over the top. And I'm not even going to take the back off. I'm just going to use it like that. Okay. Oops. Move that over. See, the beauty of the white glue is what I always say. You can move it, which is great because it's, you know, you can have time to play. But then the other side of it is, oh, time to play. So it'll move itself. On the back of our little label, we're going to use some dimensionals. Okay. Oh, you're up at Big White for the summer. Oh, that's nice. You do get around, Carol. Yeah, Soyuz, you guys, if you're not from British Columbia, Soyuz is like a really, really popular tourist summer getaway destination. Last year they had the fires. They were a bit on evacuation. I think it wasn't great, but they got to get descended upon, and it gets super, super hot. Like it's not unheard of that it's the hottest spot in British Columbia for sure, and maybe in Canada during the summer. So it'd be nice to get away to Big White. That's nice. Okay, so let's bring in our card and let's pop this up. Oh, I want to show you something. Did you know that we have black dimensionals? Yes, we do. Years ago, people, not me, people used to color the white ones black with a Sharpie because they didn't want them. There were projects that they were doing that they wanted it to be black and not kind of stand out. But we sell black. So let's put that like so. Holy smokes, you're amazing. Okay. And let's put our Barbie. And I'm just going to glue my Barbie because this one's all popped up. Like there's only so many things we want to pop up. I know that my friend Patsy Waggoner, and if you're watching this on our Border Buddy Hangout and you live in the United States, or if you're watching it on YouTube, you can order product and get all the same rewards that I talk about from my partner Patsy Waggoner, who lives in Minnesota. And on all of my Facebook Lives, I always put how to get hold of Patsy. So let's do this. We're going to stick this on. Now we're going to need double the whammy on this. I've talked to you guys about this, or why we sometimes have to use a double decker. We're using a double decker because this is already popped up, right? And if we don't, this won't be high enough. So we're going to have to use double. So it's going to be, there we go, higher than the label. Okay, I've gone over just a titch, so I'm going to just, there we go. All right, so I want to kind of like that, pointing to holy smokes, you're amazing. And I'm not going to worry too much about this end being glued down because this is going to be glued down, and it's okay if that floats a little bit. Okay, that's what we've got so far. All right, now on my original card, let's show it. Has the best dog park. Oh, my poor dog. My dog's going to be 14 in August. He's beyond that. He just lies around. So, but good to know for people who've got dogs and want to go to the dog park. Okay, so on my original card, do you see that I used this is also part of the suite, the rustic metallic adhesive back dots. Do you see that I used it on my arrow? But I'm thinking I might put it on here instead, and that will kind of balance out the sides. So let's do that, and then we can vote on which ones we like. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, I wasn't really paying much attention, and then in the last week, I thought, ooh, I'm getting close to that milestone. So I was really happy I got there. Okay. All right. So we have card number 1 where we've gone and added, let's start with the one I did originally because it's cleaner. So lots of the same elements, but I did not use the blending brush with the Sahara Sand ink to give it some dimension. Okay. And I added the little rustic dots to the arrow. And on this one, I've dirtied it up. Probably can't see it as well on camera. And I've, instead of using them on here, I've put them here on the ribbon. So what do you think? Do you like one more than the other? Or do you like them equally? What do you think? What do you think, people? Let me know. I'm waiting here. Let me know. Then I'm going to show you another card I made that I will make maybe on a future broadcast, because I always mindful of the time. You like the left one best. So that's the one that I dirtied up, right? Okay. Yeah, I do too. I think it looks good. It looks almost like the soot or from the smoke, right? Sort of got that holy smoke. You like them both, Pam? Hi, Pam. You snuck in there. Mo, you like the rustic one that I made today? Okay. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, you can rewatch the rewind. We used the He's the Man suite. And you can see here, Jacqueline, that this is the original card I made. And then today I added more elements by dirtying it up. So I made it look a little more rustic. Okay, so those were our cards for today. And then I made this card. Now, you guys, I'm always looking at the catalog for ideas. So if I can't think of something to do, or I think like my mojo's gone, I look at what the artists have done and I start there and just make one of the cards. So I went ahead and made this card, which is super cute. Let me show you what it looks like. Because when you make things, there we go. You make them yourself. I'm always amazed at how much I love it, because it just doesn't do it justice sometimes, just in the catalog, does it? At least I don't think it does. Okay. All right. Now, I will have another card on Wednesday. So Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Before I go, if you're a customer of mine and you live in Canada, obviously you'd be a customer. You don't be Canadian if you're a customer of mine. Look what's coming. Mini catalog and celebration. Boy, I wish I could flip over and show you what's inside, but that's against policy. So I can't do that until July 1st. However, you will be receiving your catalogs in the mail. I wanted to let you know there's a bit of a hiccup. I ordered my catalogs on June the 1st, so they should have been here last Monday. They are stuck in customs, waiting for some paperwork. Now, this is just the way life is. We're at the mercy of CBSA, and I just have to be patient. So they haven't come yet. As soon as they do, I'll be popping them in envelopes for you guys and sending them off. Okay, so it starts July the 1st and it runs to December. That's the mini, full of fabulous Christmas stuff that if I had, because it was in my order, I would have shown you some cool things. But that's okay. Next week. And then July and August is celebration. So we have another celebration. So for every $60 that you spend, you can pick a free reward. So that's nice. So here's our little, he's the man. And I'm going to move that light because it's bugging me. It's right in the way. All right. So that's our cards for today. Go back over here and see you guys. Here we go. Okay. So yours cleared customs yesterday. Oh, Jacqueline, you're really lucky. Mine just says it's ready for clearance. It didn't say it actually cleared. So you have to watch the wording. I think if you're in the same bundle as me, it's moved and is now available for clearance, but it hasn't actually cleared. So maybe it'll come tomorrow. That'd be nice. All right. So just a reminder, BOGO. Buy one, get one 50% off on the fantastic kit collection. You don't want to miss that. There's some great ones to choose from. And if you're interested in getting some great retired stamp deals, make sure that you ask to join my Facebook group for Stampin' Up! Retired products. And I'm running a BOGO. Buy one, get one free. So you get your retired products free and you just purchase new products of the same value. Okay, yes, it is nice, Pam, to have masculine cards, and that's what this suite is. But I also wanted to say that I hate to get kind of hung up on the masculine stuff. Like it's not just for men, right? Because a lot of women barbecue. I used to camp all the time when I was younger and my kids were younger. But lots of men and women enjoy all those kind of activities and old cars, right? So, but it's great for the masculine angle of cards because sometimes those are hard to do. All right, you guys. So I will see you again on Wednesday at 3 p.m. And until then, have a great creative week. And I hope you're able to get some stamping done. Bye for now. Have a good day.